Don't. You're. Just. To be clear, you would have been upset if he didn't tell you that he was going to go play pool. So, really, the next time, just tell. Anyway. Good. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I'm naming this character Cunnilingus. The leaves tell a story.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
The great Elden Ring was shattered.
In our home,
across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen America the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
And in the night
of the Black Knives, Godwin the Golden was the first to perish. Soon, America's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
A war
from which no lord arose.
A war
leading to the abandonment by the greater will.
Oh,
arise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live.
The call of long
grace speaks to us all. Horalu, below, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant gold mask, Thea, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung eater,
and Sir
and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
And one
other whom grace
would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
All right. Time to go get killed by a grafted abomination. It's okay, do you want to know? It's a dude that, okay, so you heard all what I was saying there, right? About the Elden Ring getting shattered. So once the Elden Ring was shattered, the source of all of the power kind of got shifted around. And one of the ways to accumulate power that they figured out was that if they took Tarnished, which are kind of like people, but they're kind of like undead. It's a long story. They take them and they cut their legs off and they stitch them onto themselves. Suddenly, they have extra legs, or extra arms, or extra heads, or extra whatever they need. And this guy has at least enough arms to wield 2 swords and have a shield, and he's got a couple of legs, and it's all kinds of fun. He's also almost impossible to kill at the beginning, so I'm not expecting to actually beat him. Sure, if you beat him, you get his shield and you get his sword. But you don't have any healing potions, and you don't have any mana potions, so it's really hard to kill him with a mage. So once he kills you, you end up in this lower place, somewhere beyond, kept alive by the grace of America and the shattered Elden Ring, and you are found by a girl, a spirit, someone, on a wildebeest creature named Torrent. and she just kind of remarks on your existence. Another perhaps. Let's see what she actually says. I'll say it for you. So here comes the wildebeest. It gives your hand a little bit of a sniffy sniff. She's like,
Don't worry, Torrent.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side.
We found him here.
We found him here, after all. She gets off and kneels down.
One of his kind
is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Even if it does
violate the Golden Order. Because I think only gods are supposed to be Elden Lords. But, you know, we're not a god, we're a human, but not only are we human, we're humans that don't really have a soul in a sense. We just kind of normally just live an existence, but each of us can be guided by the grace of America. Very few of us actually manage to follow, because the difficulties are quite difficult. Okay, first off, good fortune. Okay, I'm going to skip the tutorial. Just head right up the stairs. And here we have a grace, which we will use. We have first grace here in the lands between. Right here we have a multiplayer finger. We won't be using that probably. And an elevator, which we will be using. Now, door, escape out into the world. Get the grace. Talk to Vare.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, tarnished are we?
Come to
the lands between for the Elden Ring.
Of course you have.
Of course you have.
No shame
in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope.
Even the maidenless.
Me, Vare. Take care to listen.
Are you familiar
with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished? You may also behold its golden rays pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace. The path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers.
It will lead
you tarnished to the path that you are meant to follow.
Even if it
leads you to your grave.
Grace's
guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly.
To Castle
Stormvale, over on the cliff.
The home of
the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
It's time you
set off, I should think,
to Castle
Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you.
If you seek
the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
It's time you set to Castle if you seek.
Alright. So we have touched Grace, and now it's time to go touch some more Grace. Get past this Grace. Move to the next one. Right. Well, not right there, but close enough to there. Did I really name this character Cunnilingus? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, Lost Grace discovered. That means that now I will go get that map first. Alright. Put there. Go to the church. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's get rid of those. Remove, 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 and remove. Okay. Rest here for the scene where the girl comes back.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Traveler.
Traveler
from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
I am Melina.
I offer you
offer
an
you
accord.
an accord.
Have you heard of
Have
the
you
Finger
heard of the
Maidens?
Finger Maidens?
They serve the
They
two
serve
fingers,
the two fingers,
offering guidance,
and
aid
aid
to the tarnished. But you, I am
afraid, are maidenless.
Are maidenless. I can play
I can play the role
maiden,
of the maiden,
turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take
me with you
to the foot
to
of
the
the
foot
Erd
of the Erd Tree. Except
Then it's settled.
Summon
me
by grace
to turn
runes
into
strength.
Another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral steed whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed
named Torrent.
Torrent has
chosen
you.
you.
Treat him with
respect. Okay, then I teleport over here. And I mount up, run over to Grace down here. Get this Grace. And then teleport back to the church. And then wait till nightfall.
This way, Tarnished.
And there she is.
May I have a word?
There's a woman.
A pleasure to meet thee,
Tarnished.
I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling atop a and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, to call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I can indeed.
As I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree. The spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past. Now it is thine to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Alright, so now, use that. Ooh, nice 4. Thought it was less than that. Awesome. Talk to the nomad merchant.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Torch. No, not torch. Do I really need anything here? Not immediately, really. I should probably... Well, actually, in the beginning, the torch can be super useful, so I'll get that. I'll buy that.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all. Goodbye. What is it? Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Set a little marker here telling me that I have not yet purchased everything from that merchant. And then I think I'm going to wait until morning, because then I don't have to worry about the night cavalry.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn, to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please. Please, if you can be stubborn.
Buying or selling? Hey, well. Not finished yet. engine. Help us out, Cully. Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenite, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the Pulse. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor! Hello? Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a Tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me. Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood. What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval.
I'd like to start off with a little biology lesson. When a species finds itself living on an island, it starts to evolve in strange ways based on the different pressures applied by the new environment. This is called island syndrome, and while it can manifest in a lot of ways, typically there's often a lack of predators. For example, the dodo lost its ability to fly since there was nothing to flee from. The snake killed a field mouse got twice as big since it no longer had to hide. And with no one around to bully them, the Sardinians started putting maggots in their cheese. As regards to literal translation, rotten cheese is made by taking a perfectly good wheel of pecorino and letting a special type of fly lay eggs in it. The fly babies then work to partially digest the cheese, rendering it goopy and wet and maybe quite tasty and worm-filled. Now, cheese as a concept is already quite suspect. It's clotted milk that you fill with bacteria and mold and let sit for a while. But cheese is tasty and delicious. My friend, I trust cheese. My guard looking down around Castle Parsnip. I've learned to look past cheese in childhood. Strange upbringings are what gives them their character. But it turns out, those maggots are still alive. And if you don't chew well enough, they can cause enteric myiasis, which is a fancy term for fly larvae living in your intestines. Symptoms are similar to food poisoning, except with the added psychic pain of knowing that, again, your mouths are full of squiggly new friends. And for this reason, it's not a small one. In 2019, It sounds like it belongs next to Eastern sweats and Hungarian bone grindings, but that's actually an official term. And as for symptoms, it does what it says on the tin. Plus maybe death. While Aki-based products aren't outright illegal in the United States, they are very tightly regulated, and the raw fruit itself cannot be imported, so if you're American and want to try it, your options are fully cooked canned ackee or going to Florida where a few people grow domestically. Next we have bird's nest soup. This is another one that I've vaguely heard of. At first years I just assumed the name was a playful metaphor like ants on a log or shit on a shingle. Turns out, nope, this dish contains an actual bird nest, not like a pile of twigs like I was picturing, but rather a specific type of nest only made by certain species of swiftlets. These nests are mostly made out of mucins, which are a set of proteins